To stay updated with the latest videos from Learnsignal, make sure you click on the bell icon.
So I want to talk about what we call this golden rule to passing. And this is all about an approach to your study, which if you can bring into your study each day you sit down, it gives you the best chance of passing in not just your next exam, but getting through the ACCA as a whole. So there's three elements to this, and they're ones that we've talked about before. But every time you sit down to study, there's three things that you're trying to build into that session. The first is helping develop your technical understanding. Initially, that will come from going through the course content, going through the lecture videos and the notes. But as time goes on, even sitting down to do a practice question will help build that technical understanding. So that's the first thing you're trying to get out of your study is helping build that foundation of knowledge that comes from the syllabus. The second is trying to build in an element of applying that to scenarios. So again, after you've gone through a topic, if you practice a recent question, that will help you build that knowledge of application. And that's really the key in these professional exams is application. And we'll be running masterclass sessions at Learnsignal soon, which help you build that application. And you can access all our previous masterclass sessions up on the course page as well. So when you sit down, you're building your technical understanding, but you're also trying to apply that understanding to new scenarios to help with those application skills. And finally, it's that idea of exam standard practice. So as I said, if you're doing a study session and you've gone over a topic and then you go to practice a question, the final thing to try build into that study is creating an exam standard situation. And that comes from when you're practicing the question using the exam time available, using the CBE tool, if that's what you're going to be using in the exam, not looking at notes or solutions, and trying to treat it as if it was a question you were doing in an actual ACCA exam. And I know it's never going to feel the exact same. I know there's higher stakes in the real thing. I know if you make a mistake in that, it's not the end of the world. But it's all about trying to prepare with that mindset of treating it like an exam. And you won't even realize the invaluable skills you're building up over time if you consistently do that around time management, around how to lay out and structure answers on a CBE, about what to do when you're not sure exactly an area in the question, where you can't reach for your notes, where you have to think it through and think logically, how can I maximize my marks on this? And we have our revision bootcamp program with Learnsignal, which takes you through over the 3 weeks leading up to your exams, an approach to study that incorporates all of these aspects. It goes through questions each day, recent papers, gives you the exam time and a CBE, and all helps you practice and prepare in this way. But it's really something that you need to try and incorporate into your study plan from now until the exam. And as we say, oftentimes with a weak technical understanding, you might score around 20%. With a stronger technical understanding, and having gotten through the full syllabus, you might get up to 40%, but you won't have the required application skills to take you through to that pass mark. And when you build those application and exam standard skills, that's when you start to get into the high marks. And that's what we know from our students who've placed first in exams. When we talk to the ACCA examining team about the top students in each sitting, they say it's the ones that demonstrate that they've prepared in a way that they've really good exam technique. You need that exam technique to get through your ACCA exams. Technical knowledge on its own isn't enough. It's all about how you can apply it in a way that replicates a work situation. And particularly at strategic professional level, they are becoming much more like case study exams where you have to apply yourself into the role of the character in the question. So the more you can prepare and train in this way, the better you're going to do in the exam.
To stay updated with the latest videos from Learnsignal, make sure you click on the bell icon.